Welcome to the Tales from the Crypt podcast. We are an actual play podcast featuring a revolving cast of players making our way through micro RPGs, highly narrative tabletop games, and the more popular and less known RPG systems from a wide variety of genres. Content may not be suitable for children, and content warnings can be found in the description. I'm Riley Groves, and I'll be your host, your guide, your GM on this episode of Tales from the Crypt. Welcome to Tales from the Crypt. I'm very excited for this one, as we're going to begin playing our first episode in We Deal in Lead. Today, at the table, I have Rebecca.
Hello.
I have Mikey.
Hello. Thanks for having me back.
You know what? Anytime you can make it work in your schedule, Mikey, there's always a microphone for you.
The least I could do.
It is, you do the least, yes. Perfect. And for the first time, very excited to have our good friend John here with us today.
Hello.
So before we jump into doing some character creation and some introductions and some world building and stuff like that, we're going to get to know each other a little bit better using a question from our pod deck, interview deck. And that question is going to be, if you had someone following you around all the time, what would you have them do? And it sounds like in this scenario, like it's wanted. It's not a stalker. It's somebody that we've hired or a fan club or something. I don't know. It's not nefarious or weird.
My first thought was go away. Yeah. And please leave me alone.
Understandable. Who's got a good one?
Oh, I would have them be a driver.
Oh, I mean, they're following you around, so I guess they could be theoretically.
They're going where I'm going anyway. Why not, just I'll tell them where I'm going. I'll tell them where we're going, and they'll just drive me around. Basically, like best butler ever, I guess, if they're following you around wherever you go.
I guess that means, like, are they literally following you? Like, do they have to follow you, or can they, like, advance in front of you?
Can you acknowledge them?
As far as car seats go, is it a ghost?
There's not that many limitations here on the question, so I don't have the parameters, really. I guess they could follow you by being in front of you.
I'm thinking of, like, if it were, like, a follower, like in Skyrim, like, you have a follower, and it's just, like, somebody you can give direction to, or, they can hold some of your stuff or do certain actions. I want a driver.
Yeah, the thing I want
a getaway driver, like, what you're doing.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I would just have them carry all my shit. Man, being a girl, I got no pockets. Nothing has pockets. I hate purses. They're so weird and annoying. I can't do a fanny pack. That can't happen.
Get yourself a pocketbook.
No, I don't like them. I don't like any of them.
Get yourself a follower.
I just want someone to carry my stuff. Like, here's my phone. Here's my wallet. Just... Assuming it's not nefarious and they're going to run away with my wallet. Not that there's a lot in there. It's kind of disappointing.
That's kind of also your job too. Like,
I carry a lot of stuff.
You are her husband.
I am her Lydia.
Lydia, that was her name.
Yeah, just constantly staring at you.
I often block doorways she's trying to get out of.
Always.
Trap her in rooms that she doesn't want to be in. Just totally unresponsive.
Yeah, pretty much.
I will carry this burden for you. I'll go. I guess mine would probably be just kind of a joke one. Maybe I'd probably have them hold doors for me unnecessarily far ahead of the time. And keep people out of the way until I approached.
Nice.
Just not for any other reason that it just seems weird and funny in my mind. Just to have someone just like hold a door for a long time, even if no one's coming, and then eventually some guy walks through and they let it, go.
Yeah.
Because other than that, I don't think of anything else I'd want someone to do all the time for me. That would seem a little like...
It's a little creepy. No matter what, it's a little creepy. Yeah, I was going the jokey route too. I would have them like pretend to sneak behind me a lot so that anybody that was looking like behind me saw somebody like very obviously sneaking around. It would make me seem like there's a lot more going on in my life that would be like important or cool, and that's the best I can wish for, is the air of being important or cool, because it'll never actually be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It won't.
Yeah, I guess another fun one would be photographer.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a fucking useful one.
That would be useful.
Yeah.
Shit. Can I change mine?
No.
No, driver's good. I choose driver.
I mean, we could have gone with like something sick, like a ninja. Like, like
A ninja.
That's kind of his.
I know. Have a Ronin follow you, just like, or a cowboy.
Just a guy in a duster with a couple of 6-shooters just walks behind you. Just
Constantly walks back to back with you, though.
back to back.
It's Chuck Norris.
I want to change my answer. If it can be Chuck Norris, I have a lot of things I want to
Everybody
do.
wants Chuck Norris to follow him.
I want Chuck Norris to follow me to punch anyone that gets within COVID distance of me. Huh. All right. Now that that's out of the way, let's do some character creation and build some of this world that we're going to be playing in and we deal in lead. And to do that, we're going to start by you guys making your characters.
Sweet.
So, first thing we're going to establish, what is everybody's name?
I guess I'll go first. So my character's name is Betty Bob Cocker. And that's right. She is a female gunslinger. Do I describe? You want me to go into description or just say? Just name. We're just doing name right now.
Betty
Sorry.
Bob
That's
Cocker.
all right. We'll do traits all at the same time.
Gotcha.
too.
So yeah, character's name, Betty Bob Cocker.
All right. Mikey, who are you playing tonight?
My name is Cal, short for Calvin, McCrae. Cal McCrae.
And Rebecca.
My character's name is Jessie Jane.
Perfect. All right, so let's get into everybody's background. Betty Bob Cocker, you're an interesting one. Why don't we go into some background stuff for you?
Sure. How deep are we going? Are we doing a deep dive? What are we doing? Much as the surface stuff. I got this. We went deep, bro.
You know what? Give me all you got. Give me all you got. Cover my face and background stuff.
All right. I'm gonna warn you. What you have, I have significantly less.
Nah. You like to use that invisible ink. All right. So Betty Bob Cocker, a very, very attractive, buxom, brunette female gunslinger. She's 26 years old, a young force to be reckoned with. She trained long and hard to be a reverse cowboy. And she grew up in a tight-knit family in the mountains. Her father, Dirk Cocker, he disappeared, leaving her mother, Sue Bob, to look after the family. And Sue Bob had many the gentlemen call her, one being Bill Haight. That was around when Betty was around 15 years old, and really she thought he was very kind and liked him a lot. And as far as Betty, she's dressed in all black and red leather with a really tight-knit corsety vest and black boots. She's got that red sole on the bottom of her boot, if you know what I mean. She's classy. And a large silver belt buckle with her initials on it. So,
BBC.
Yeah. And then other than that, Bill and Sue split up, but she stayed close with Bill, and then her family name was a little bit sullied by her mother's promiscuity. She seemed to, she wants to rekindle that family name and that honor, and that's why she's, out there gunslinging.
Fuck yeah. I like that a lot. Mikey, do you need the book to go over your background, or do you have that fleshed out? Because you can roll for it too.
Let's roll.
Okay.
Did come here to roll some dice, right?
I mean, that's what we're here for.
That is what we're here for. All right.
People want to hear the dice on the table.
I want to hear the clickety-clack of the math rocks.
The clickety-clack. Here's how it goes, okay, big boy? You're going to roll a d10 for your background.
I'm a hunter.
Then you're going to roll a d10 for your physique.
I'm a brawny hunter.
A d10 for your skin.
But my skin's a little pockmarked.
Hair.
I have wavy hair.
Face, eyes, speech.
but a bony face. I have a bony, pockmarked face with wavy hair, and I'm a brawny hunter so far. I have searching eyes. But I speak eloquently.
Okay. Clothing.
And I wear flowing clothing. I imagine it's like it's got to be flowing. It's just going to be a long duster.
Okay. Are you sure about that?
Or a ghillie suit.
Virtue, vice, reputation, and misfortune.
I am ambitious, but aggressive.
Good things in a hunter.
You would roll again. So you roll 1d10 for one side, and then roll again for the other side.
Okay, so I am ambitious. And aggressive. But my reputation, I am boisterous. And abandoned.
I am selfish. I am wrong. I am right. I swear I'm right.
Well, did anybody else write that down? Because I wasn't writing anything down. I was just following the whole time.
You're Tommy Lee Jones, bro.
I'm Tommy.
Yes.
Thanks, Betty.
You're welcome. You haven't met Betty yet. You know of Betty. You haven't met Betty yet.
Well, everybody knows who Betty is.
All right, Mikey, anything you'd like to add to your backstory? Does that help you flesh out your character anymore?
Yeah, no, he sounds like a hell of a guy.
Do you want to re-roll anything?
I
think you could have one.
Boisterous yet abandoned.
Who abandoned you? Who abandoned you?
I don't know. I just thought about, I was just like, orphan.
Straight up an orphan.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds character building.
Yeah.
Like, in the Old West, like, I feel like it was maybe, the way I was looking at it was this guy was, you know, he lived in a small town and something bad happened in that small town. Somebody got kidnapped and he was part of a posse. And, but he was apparently a pretty good hunter and, would ride out with the posse to find whoever kidnapped whoever, bring them back home safe and sound, and deal out justice like a Texas Ranger.
Like an orphaned character who's seeking justice.
Yeah.
Never been created in an RPG game before.
And just happens to have a long black flowing duster.
Yeah.
It was the only thing he was left in. He was wrapped in the duster as he was left as an orphan.
Swaddled
in
the duster.
In the duster.
In the duster on the church steps.
Yeah.
I grew into this duster.
Never took it off.
Speaks eloquently. I like that.
Me too. I'm excited to see how you're going to play that one.
Okay.
Fancy pants.
May I talk that thing, bloody. May I speak like this, but eloquently.
All right, Rebecca, tell us about Jessie Jane.
Well, speaking of orphaned characters who are seeking justice, I will say Jessie is at least seeking vengeance, not justice.
Okay.
Jessie grew up on a ranch until the age of 9, when her parents and siblings were murdered by a gang. Jessie vowed to avenge her family and will use her father's trusty weapon to carry out her vengeance.
Nice. So it sounds like Bill Haight is a father figure, going to end up being a father figure to almost everybody.
Yes, he took Jessie in
My
when
God.
he found her.
He's Tom Sawyer, bro. Or what? Well, yeah, from
Tom
Lost.
Bombadil?
No, do you guys watch Lost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Sawyer.
Sawyer, but he's like the real Sawyer, like Sawyer's dad, because he's like John Locke and him. We're always crazy, man. Do you want to talk about it? No.
only up until the last season. Then I don't ever want to talk about it again.
So good.
So I guess I should change Bill Haight's name from Bad Bill Haight to Daddy Bill Haight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to say how I met Bill Haight in my backstory was he was part of like one of the posses to, you know, go find somebody, or he came in as outside help to help rescue somebody, but I knew he was better with a gun and better with a lot of things than a lot of people, and I wanted to learn that from him.
Nice. So what we're going to do now is establish ages of everybody. I think, John, you said you know how old she is?
26, if that's
26?
okay.
That's perfectly fine.
All right.
Okay. Mikey, if you don't want to make a specific age yourself, you can roll for that.
No, I'll just say he's probably like 30.
Okay.
Wait, how old were you?
26.
Yeah. No, I think Cal's probably he's a young kid. He's helping out. He's probably early 20s.
Okay. And how old is Jesse Jane?
19.
19.
Nice.
19, 26, and early 30s.
20s, early 20s.
Oh, early 20s.
He said early 30s, but then he decided against
I
it.
backed up. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's call him 21.
All right.
To be young again.
Let's find out how old Bad Bill Haight is real quick.
He's got to be. He's like. He's 32. Like,
He's 107. Oh, he's 1,032.
Bad Bill Haight is going to be 52.
52.
Yes,
Makes sense.
On the older side.
Gotcha.
Cool. Does anybody want to flesh out any more traits like Mikey did for their character? Anybody interested in doing that?
Yeah, we can do some of that.
Yeah.
I don't mind rolling some stuff. What are the traits? Oh,
He's still writing.
he's just drawing a picture, actually.
Okay, pass the book to somebody else, please.
Hold on, I've got
really. He's drawing.
Hold on, I'm on my 15th wiener. Give me 1 second.
This is the most notes he's ever taken in a session.
Each pockmark has its own penis.
That's true.
All right.
Yeah, I'll just take a look, see real quick. So, okay. So physique we got, that's kind of, yeah, figure that out. Let's see how virtuous one may be. A 10. Okie dokie day. So, pretty humble.
Does that fit your character?
No, so I'm going to go with the vice, which is arrogant.
Okay.
For that role. And then, let's see. Let's see what else we got here. So yeah, rolled a 10. So I think tolerance, yeah, which is a tolerant. I think Betty would be pretty tolerant. She had to put up a lot in her life, so
Okay.
Tolerant but arrogant at the same time. So she understands that.
Understands, but is unwilling to waver from her own opinion on
exactly,
things. Okay.
Exactly. And then let's take one look at this reputation here. Let's see what people think. So that's a 9. Respected. People respect Betty. I like it. As it should be. As it should be. And as a misfortune, cursed. Yep, that works. That makes sense.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
You have no idea. Okay, yeah, that's great.
Can I just go through the ones I want to roll for?
Yes, hold on.
I re-rolled my face from whatever it was, and it came out as pale. I'm pale-faced.
Oh, you're pale instead of pockmarked.
No, pockmarked was different.
So you're
it was
pockmarked
the
and
jagged-
pale?
Or the
No,
angular
yeah, I'm
face
pockmarked and pale.
Dude, looks like the
All right.
moon.
Yeah.
I think I need a mask.
Fucking. Hopefully you rolled to have a bandana too that you can just like pull all the way up over your face the whole time.
Over my face.
Over your face. 2 bandanas.
Cut out eye holes. But you can see the mouth part.
Like a ski mask.
We'll see.
Okay. Rebecca, you want to roll some traits?
Not really.
No? Okay.
I love rolling for things, but I don't want to be tied to any of this.
All right. We'll flesh it out as we go.
Okay, I mean, I know some stuff. I know she has red frizzy hair, and she's freckled. And I know she has a scar across her face. And
What did she get her scar from?
a hunting
find out.
accident.
All right. Okay, cool. So, next, we're going to go over guns and grips. Does anybody know what gun they
Wait,
want?
did you say grit or grip?
Grip.
Oh, grip. Oh, okay. Because there is a grit thing, and I'm like, okay.
There is a grit thing. We're going to get to that, too. It's down a little bit more.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Okay. Did anybody pick out a gun that they wanted that fit it best for their character?
I picked a repeater.
Okay.
Yeah, Betty doesn't believe that you should ever use a gun small enough to not be held in 2 hands.
Okay. Does it have a specific grip on it?
Well, the repeater itself is probably like a nice dark mahogany, maybe with like a
walnut?
like a dark walnut. Yeah.
Okay.
But there would be probably like a leather grip over it too, probably with black leather to match the rest of her stuff, and maybe with some like red gemstones in it, get a little flashy there.
All right. Sounds just like Betty Bob Cocker.
Yeah.
Mikey, do you know what gun you want, or do you want to roll for one?
What was the one longer than the repeater? That was the
marksman.
The rifle.
Yeah, the marksman rifle. Yeah, I'll have that.
Okay.
As a hunter.
All right. And do you want to roll for a grip?
And an engraving.
Yeah, if you have an engraving, her initials are also there too.
In big letters, I can only imagine.
They're subtle. But
Subtle?
Yeah, they're not right in your face.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be a rosewood grip with a sword engraving.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful piece.
And Rebecca, what about you?
What's a scatter gun?
Shotgun. Or a blunderbuss.
Okay, I want a shotgun.
Okay.
It's got a silver grip and a rose engraving.
Perfect. Okay. That concludes part 1. Part 2 is about ability scores, and we're going to roll those all together. There is strength, dex, and heart. Strength is your brawn, your prowess, and your resistance. Dex is going to be your agility, your sneaking, and your reflexes. Heart is resolve, charm, and your will. So, in this order, you're going to roll 3d6, starting with strength.
And then we total it, or do we have to do something else afterwards? Or?
Nope, you're going to total.
Sweet. So that would be 10.
All right. So don't write it next to your strength yet. Just write down a 10.
Okay.
Mikey, will you roll 3d6, please? And same with you, Rebecca.
4, 6, and 2. 12.
Okay, so write down a 12. Right now, these are going to be your strength scores.
You want the total?
Yep.
You've heard of the
11?
Pencil Children?
Okay, so write that next to your strength. Okay, everybody roll 3d6 again.
Where's my strength? Oh, never mind. Sorry.
10.
Another 10. Cool.
8.
Okay.
6, 6, and 3.
15.
15.
15.
All right. Fucking huge numbers. And go for heart. Okay. So another 3d6.
That would be a 11.
Perfect.
7.
Oof.
10.
10. Okay. So, the way this works, you're allowed to switch 2 of those.
Like re-roll switch, or just like switch 2 around?
Switch 2 around. So, if you want to swap whatever your strength score is for your dex score, or your heart for a strength, something like that, you're allowed to move 2 of them.
Gotcha.
What is heart?
Your resolve, charm, and will.
Oh, the charm. Yeah, I'm keeping charm my highest. That's cool.
I'm going to keep mine the way they are.
Okay.
I think mine's accurate. If heart is, that, and I'm kind of weird looking, I think 7's appropriate. I feel like if I'm going to switch anything, I'll be stronger than I am dexterous, being brawny.
All right.
So I'll be 15 in strength and 12 in dex.
Nice.
Nice.
You got really good rolls.
For those 2.
Yeah, and then there's that 7 in there, but
Yeah, because I'm hideous.
Quasimodo over here.
I was thinking more of like Phantom of the Opera, just like, look at that fucking weird face. Ugh.
At least he wears a mask.
allegedly.
Maybe I have to think about masks.
I hope that's going to be your entire character arc. Looking for a good way to cover your fucking face. Your hideous, deformed, disgusting, pale, pockmarked, dick-covered face.
Yeah, I'm ambitious yet aggressive, boisterous yet abandoned.
Aren't they all?
It's like once I get that mask, like I can be boisterous.
All right, let's roll for grit. So everybody roll me 2d6. Everybody go ahead and roll 2d6 for me to get our grit scores.
Big numbers.
Yep, this is an important one. So roll big or go home.
All right.
8.
I got a 7.
7?
All right, good. Grit is like an additional kind of HP bar. Like if you think about it in the way of a video game, it's going to be kind of your shield.
Okay.
So anytime you take damage, it's going to come off your grit first after being subtracted from your defense. Although guns bypass defense. So just keep that in mind.
Nice.
All right. So now that we have that out of the way, let's go for starting gear. Everybody has 12 inventory slots, as you can see on your character sheets. It's important to know there's certain tags with different inventory items. A small item does not take up any inventory slots at all. A regular item will take up 1, and a bulky item will take up 2 and be kind of difficult to carry. If you, at any point, your inventory fills up, your grit drops to 0. It means you're over encumbered. Okay, so keep that in mind. Your fatigue, which we'll get into too, may affect your inventory slots. We'll see how much we get into that. So we're going to go over first your hat, your armor, and your tools. Well, let's start with hats. Anybody know what hat they want? Or already are wearing?
She would probably be wearing like not so much as one of the curved, like up cowboy hats, but maybe like one of the flatter ones. Maybe a little curved to the side. Definitely like more like a. Oh, there's a list of them.
There is a whole list with pictures.
Because it's probably there. I just don't know the name. Yeah, no, it'd be the Howdy one.
Okay.
The Howdy one. Yeah, the one that looks more like Crocodile Dundee.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Mikey. Why don't you pick out your hat?
Cal would be wearing the stand hat. It would be sharp on the corners, like so he could bring his scope up.
Okay. Rebecca, what would Jessie Jane be wearing?
I think she would also be wearing the Howdy hat.
Okay.
Did they have stats and stuff, or they're just...
Your hat's just a hat.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
So don't you worry.
Yours
about
is functional though. I like how you went with the functionality of it.
Yeah, it had a harder crease in the front.
The last two things that I'm going to have you guys decide on. The rest we're going to roll for is going to be your armor and a mundane weapon. So the armor choices are a reinforced leather jacket, a padded poncho, waxed cotton duster, thick furs, or nothing. Meaning, like you'd still wear clothes, you just wouldn't have anything to defend yourself with.
I'd like the poncho.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go for the reinforced leather jacket.
Okay.
It seems very her style.
I feel like there might be a tassel or two on your reinforced leather jacket.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably a tassel or two with like a silver and turquoise beads on them.
Mm-hmm.
Silver, ruby, turquoise beads.
Yeah, definitely some red.
Yeah.
In there.
Yep.
You've already made your choice.
Waxed cotton duster.
Duster all the way.
Gotta keep that flow.
Billowing. Flowing was the term. Same thing.
Billowing's good.
All right. Your mundane weapon. So this is basically a melee weapon, or something that is not your gun that you can also do damage with, because lead is the most valuable resource in this world. You have the option of a spear, a saber, a machete, a bullwhip, or a dagger.
So,
in which case, I would probably say instead of a dagger, let's make it a Bowie knife.
Okay, yeah, something a little more. Because that's not a knife.
Nah, that's not a knife at all.
Could I have two if one of them's not being used as a weapon? Like,
what do you got in mind?
Like a bullwhip, but not a weapon. Not used as she doesn't use it as a weapon. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, there may be ways for you to.
I'm taking the bullwhip.
You are taking a bullwhip.
I'm taking the bullwhip.
Okay.
You can have the bullwhip too.
I mean,
you can have whip fights.
Yeah, you can have more than one.
We can whip it together.
I'll take a bullwhip.
Okay, 2 bullwhips.
I'll take a bullwhip too. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No, come on, you should know.
We could do like a bullwhip high five in the air, like from a distance away, like crack.
It is funny because when I rolled earlier for Bad Bill Haight, he too has a bullwhip.
Oh God, should I have the bullwhip?
Our dad is fucking Zorro.
It's up to you.
I want the machete.
Okay.
Good, it makes sense.
I like it.
You'd probably get tired of our like whip shenanigans.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm threatening to cut them off all the time.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So from here, we're going to add some expeditionary gear and some tools and some trinkets to everybody.
Cool.
Everybody give me a D20 roll.
Gosh. Okay, get them out now. Actually, no. I read a little bit in the game. I want low rolls, but I don't want them now.
What'd you get?
I got a 1.
So you actually make out pretty well. You are going to take a lantern and oil.
A lantern and oil.
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled a 9.
You rolled a 9, so that's going to give you a bandolier. That's super helpful because your lead actually does not take up an inventory space now.
Is this under inventory items that we're writing this, or
yes, it should be.
Okay.
Also a 9.
Okay, you also get a bandolier. Awesome. All right, everybody, give me a second D20 roll. If you roll the same thing as you did the first time, re-roll.
I got an 8.
An 8. That gives you a bedroll. Something to
bed
sleep
roll.
on.
Yes, yep.
Bougie bitch.
14.
You get a gun care kit.
Nice.
It makes sense as a hunter. Yeah, look at that.
Super important.
It's really coming together.
The
Mike.
dice are for me.
Yeah.
In this character, at least.
They want Calvin McRae to do well.
I got an 18.
You get a large trap.
Awesome.
Whatever the fuck that means. We'll find out later.
Betty has one already.
Betty has... God damn it. That's awesome. All right. Let's go over some tools you guys might have. So everybody roll me a D10.
Rolling a D10. I got a 5.
That is going to give you a pick.
A pick. Like an axe pick? Like, a pickaxe or
Or a guitar pick?
or a toothpick?
Let's
Or a guitar pick.
Ooh.
Lots of picks.
Oh.
Last
be a
thing I
picture.
would give you.
Could be, yes. It could be the short, the PIC. I got some picks.
The pick of destiny.
Yeah.
That's your magic
Do I
item.
get to go first in the draft? Do I get to pick first? What's
You
going on?
may, because there's actually nothing in here that says what a pick is.
I'm guessing, or is it an ice pick?
I bet you it's
Probably.
a pickaxe.
Yeah, something like
Like a
that.
pickaxe?
Like a
Yeah.
prospecty, old westy,
No, because that would fall under bulky, and it's definitely not that.
like a hand pick, like Andy Dufresne had in the book.
You know, maybe it would be better if you re-rolled that dice.
I was going to say, because a pick sounds real lame, bro. I don't want to pick.
Like a toothpick?
I picked to roll again.
All right. I think that's what it definitely means.
So I got a 6.
You get a chisel.
To go with your pick.
All right. I'm into woodworking.
Yeah.
I like it.
The chisel's infinitely better than the pick. We all know that.
Absolutely.
Mikey observes his D10,
Making
wondering, making sure it doesn't
making
go
sure
above
it's
10.
a D10 and it's not going to screw me, but it looks like it wants to screw me. That's an 8.
An 8 gives you fishing line and a hook.
Look at
Hunting and
Whoa.
fishing.
Look at you. Look at you. Rebecca, give me a roll of a D10.
I got a 2.
You get a hammer.
Awesome.
Straight up. Whatever you want that hammer to look like. Claw hammer, ball peen hammer, sledgehammer. Not a sledgehammer. A
I don't
mini
want a
sledgehammer.
sledgehammer.
All right. Cool. So let's go over some trinkets that you guys might have. Give me another D10, please, John.
All right. 5.
You get some spectacles.
Some spectacles. Okay. Are they shaded spectacles?
They can be, sure.
Yeah, we
Definitely.
got shades now.
All right. 100%.
Are they the circle ones?
Yeah, like Wild Wild West style.
Yeah.
With
Totally.
with the blinders on the sides.
Oof.
Dude, I remember I went to the Wild Wild West movie and got the ones that like came from the movie. And,
No
like,
shit.
Cool.
You were the coolest kid that day.
and they broke
And ever
immediately.
since.
And ever
Look at 'em.
since.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
8.
You get a horn.
Like,
It could be whatever you want. You
Make
can
it a rhino
take it
horn.
and run with it, man. Like an animal horn,
I was thinking
a
of
blowhorn.
maybe a bugle.
Or maybe like Horn of Endor or something.
Yeah,
I mean-
I think it would be like a ram horn.
Mm-hmm.
like that. Yeah, that
Drinking
a horn
horn?
of something.
Powder horn.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
3.
Hey, you get a bandana.
A bandana.
Yeah.
Damn
Nice.
Okay. In addition to all that, you are each going to take 3 days of rations, which is going to take 1 inventory slot.
Did any of those things take up an inventory? They all did, or
So, yeah, hold on 1 second. Let's just make sure. I don't think anybody had anything that would be listed as small, which you may have, actually. The chisel might be small. No, it does not. It is a full-size fucking chisel.
full size chisel? What about the spectacles?
I think you wear that, so it shouldn't be inventory, right?
I mean,
Same as your coat and armor.
I don't write the rules, buddy.
Spectacles...
No, I just break them.
Spectacles are only listed as rare, so they should take up an inventory spot.
Should.
Should.
Okay.
But they are rare, which is cool.
Cool. So the lantern and oil and bedroll all are also one item as well. Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
The bandoliers are small, so they do not take up an inventory spot. A bandana is small, so it does not take up an inventory slot.
Gun care kit.
Gun care kit is rare, so it does take up an inventory slot.
Okay.
The hammer takes up an inventory slot.
Fishing gear. Obviously would definitely take up one.
Definitely takes up an inventory slot. And your horn takes up an inventory slot.
Cool.
So,
What about my large trap? Is that 2?
Damn right it is.
it is only 1.
Oh.
All right. How many inventory slots does everybody have filled up?
So, do the guns, armor, and mundane weapon all count as items as well, or no?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. So those don't add into your
So
inventory.
1, 2, 3. I only have 4 items right now.
All right. Cool.
Me too.
Cool.
4, yeah.
4?
Could I ask for one more?
Yeah, sure.
I just want some tobacco. If we're gonna do this,
Chewing or smoking?
I roll it.
Tobacco is a small item, so like
Does not take
does
up.
not take up an inventory slot. So
I'll write that
you
down
can
if
list
that's
it.
okay with you. I'll
yeah,
list it there?
absolutely. Just
Okay.
don't fill in one of your little dots.
Okay, cool.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
Thank you.
There, I mean, you guys can take some other stuff. I don't mind, but you just don't want to weigh yourselves down. Did everybody take a torch already?
I will have the one ring.
No, I did not take it. I had a lantern and oil, but I guess a torch as well. Okay,
So if
everybody starts with.
Everybody starts with a torch. If
Okay.
you want to forego your torch, that's fine with me. I don't mind if you don't want it to take up an inventory slot.
Torch does take up an inventory.
It does.
slot. Okay, yeah. I'll just stick with the lantern and the oil.
Okay.
That's cool.
So Rebecca and Mikey, add a torch to your inventory.
Got it.
It does take up a spot. And then everybody, grab your 3d6. This is the granddaddy of all rolls. This is the big one. This is to determine how much lead you all start with.
Oh, and lead's important because
Lead is how you fuel your gun. Lead is how you buy things. Lead is what is in your pencil.
It's in the paint.
It's in the paint.
In our old schools and classrooms that made us so bright and
Yes.
eager to learn.
It's made us into the people we are
fuels
today.
the fire.
It fuels the brain molecules. All right,
Right.
everybody roll at once. Let's get it done. May the force
3,
be with you.
2, 1, go. 12.
I got 16.
Whoa.
Amazing.
8.
All right. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. You may want to be a little conservative with your gun. The way lead works is, yes, it is money. It is also how you reload your gun. That doesn't mean you have 8 shots. It means you can reload your gun 8 times.
right.
So depending on how many bullets your gun holds, that
Gotcha.
is how you use your lead.
Is there a way to gain more lead?
Lead is rare, but can be found around the world.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Gotcha.
Cool. So let's go into the relationship and rumors part. We're going to actually steal some prompts from Kids on Bikes. Because I
Nice.
very much like the way that they set up their characters. And that was, well, the first one that Mikey was on and the first one that Rebecca was on. Because it was the first one of the fucking podcast. So,
Yeah,
you know,
that's the first one I listened to.
First one, oh my god, it's the
Season
first
one.
one that I recorded too. My god.
Season 1.
All right.
It's not the
for all
first
of
one
us.
we recorded, though.
That's true.
By
It
a
is
lot.
By a lot. It was not the first one. So we recorded one. It went really cool. It was really awesome. We all were here like late at night. It was only like 30 minutes long, if that.
Yeah.
And it was really fun. And then we were like, let's do it again. And we all die in 5 fucking minutes. Instantly wiped out. I have no idea how it happened. So then we recorded the next time, and we recorded 2 whole episodes of 2 systems, and I didn't have the right input on the fucking thing, and I used to have the computer sitting behind me, so it was out of the way. And for 4 hours, I didn't record a single fucking thing, and we lost everything that we fucking had.
I remember that.
Yeah, and
That was a really good
it
arc,
was,
too.
It was fucking awesome. We also used to have Girl on the Couch. We used to just sit on the couch all the time.
Yes, I didn't like to be recorded.
So that's
I
why
didn't
some like
play.
random episodes talk about people on the couch. All right. So the way we're gonna do it, we're gonna do 3 questions apiece. So you're all gonna answer 3 questions. Obviously, the 3 of you know each other. Mm-hmm. You also know Bill Haight.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, in game we know each other. Are you saying
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean,
in
both,
game.
technically.
Yes. We all know each other right now, and we all also know each other in the game.
Yes. Okay.
So we're going to answer 3 questions. We're going to go in a circle. You can pick a positive question or a negative question.
Okay.
Out of the 3, you have to pick at least one of each. Meaning you can't just pick all 3 positive or all 3 negative.
Okay.
Okay? So, how this works is somebody's going to give me a D20 roll.
It's John's first time.
John gets to go first. You're player 1.
That was cocked, but it was a 3.
Okay.
It was cocked.
Yeah, it was closer to a 3 than a 16. So
It was a 16.
it was a 3.
I mean,
I'm gonna be
it's
honest.
really not
Yeah,
a, like
it's
it's not
all
a
for-
it's not a good or bad kind of
it's
thing.
just-
So
it's just
do you want to answer a positive question or a negative question?
Positive. Let's be positive.
Okay. And who are you going to answer it about?
Oh, is this my character talking about someone else's character?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's your character's point of view of the other people in your order.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
you can choose to answer a question about Cal, about Jesse, or about Bill Haight.
I'll do Bill.
Okay.
Positive about Bill.
Positive about Bill. What great kindness did this character do for you that they don't even remember, but you do?
There was one time where, for some reason, Betty was very upset, and all Bill did was just pat her on the shoulder and say, "It'll be okay," as he was walking away, and that was enough. That was just in a moment in her life when she was like, "Oh, someone cared." So,
Awesome.
yeah.
All right, Mikey, give me a D20 roll. And do you want to answer a positive question or a negative question?
Positive.
Okay. And who are you gonna...
About Bill Haight.
About Bill Haight.
16.
What would losing this character mean to you?
It would hurt. It would hurt a lot. He saved my life on a rescue attempt, and he's been helping me out and teaching me the way of the gun and just making me a better hunter.
All right, Rebecca, your turn. Are you going to answer a positive question or a negative question?
I'll keep the tradition of the positive about Bill.
Okay, give me a D20.
8.
What is your private nickname for this character, and why? Would you like me to go over Bill Haight's character sheet quick?
A little, yeah, that would
All
be
right.
helpful.
I think we should just all call him Fast Willie Bad Touch.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
that would change. We should. I'm going to delete everything we've done so far.
Yeah.
Bad Bill Haight. He is a hunter with an imposing physique. He has weathered skin and oily hair, a fierce face with keen eyes. He's blunt when he talks, and he wears practical clothing. His virtue is that he's disciplined. His vice is that he's vengeful. His reputation is dangerous, and his misfortune is that he's maimed and missing an eye. He wears a 6-shooter with a walnut grip and the engraving of a bumbler on it. He wears a howdy hat, carries a bullwhip, and wears a reinforced leather jacket. And he also has a bumbler named Groll.
A bumbler?
What per tell is a bumbler?
Yeah.
Bumbler is a hybrid animal, which is a cross between a raccoon and a dog.
Oh, so like the raccoon dogs that they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, like kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, a bumbler, dummy.
It's silly me. Just trying to think of a real world animal. There's nothing called a bumbler.
They're
Markings.
tough, squat, tenacious dog-raccoon hybrids, and they are attuned to detect agents of chaos.
So a chihuahua
Like honey
mixed
badger.
with a raccoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to call him Teddy Bear Bill.
Ooh, all right. And you
Billy
definitely
Bear.
do not let him hear that.
No, I can only say it to him when no one else is around.
Oh, awesome.
What's your nickname for him?
It wasn't my question. I don't have to think of that, but
That is correct, but it is your question now, so roll
Okay.
me a d20. Do you want to answer a positive question or a negative question?
let's switch it up. Let's do negative.
Okay, and who are you going to answer it about?
Let's go with my boy over here. Was Clay?
Cal.
Cal, yeah. Negative about the guy. I don't even know his name.
All right.
That's a 7.
What do you need to take from this character for their own good?
Do I need to take from this character? The picture of Bill Haight they keep in their locket that they have around their neck.
Which is now a canon item.
All right. Awesome. We'll get back to that at some point. Mikey, give me a d20 roll. Tell me positive, negative, and who you're answering about.
8, and I'll do a negative about Jesse.
How did this character betray you the last time you confided in them?
She was the only person that saw me come back to camp after a hunt, and I didn't clean my gun. I just put it away, and I went to bed, and she told Bill that, and he chastised the hell out of me, and I had to clean every gun in the camp. And I lost a lot of sleep over it, and I knew she was the only one that could have saw me do it.
Now that's a good one. I like that.
Sorry about that, Cal. I didn't mean to spill the beans.
Yeah.
Rebecca, give me a D20 roll. Positive, negative, and who do you want to answer a question about?
I'll do a positive about Cal.
Okay.
1.
What did this character do for you that makes you owe them a debt that you cannot repay?
It's the exact opposite of my question.
You cleaned your gun that one time.
I cleaned all my guns.
He cleaned every goddamn gun in the house. It was like, wow, good job.
I think Cal maybe caught Jesse with a boy that Bill didn't like so much. I forget the question.
What did this character do for you?
Oh, and he didn't tell. He didn't tell on me.
Yeah, and you fucking told on me after that. God.
I think I told on you first.
Yeah.
And you rose above. You kept my secret.
This sounds fun.
All right, last round of questions.
Okay.
John, go ahead. Give me one more D20 roll.
All right, so let's do a positive about Jesse.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 13.
What about this character always makes you happy?
I think it's the fact that we are both the gals of the group. You know, Cal and Bill have their own thing going on, whatever that is, and we stick together a lot. We go out on the town and we have a good time together.
Awesome.
The cows of the group.
The cows of the group. All right, Mikey, go ahead. Give me your last D20 roll. Great.
9.
It's a 9.
I'll do a positive about Betty Cocker.
What is the nicest thing that Betty Bob Cocker has ever done for you?
I'd rather not say.
Oof. We'll leave it at that. Rebecca, roll me a D20 and tell me, would you like to answer a positive question, a negative question, and who it would be about?
I'm gonna do a negative one about Betty Bob.
About Betty Bob.
Sorry,
All
Betty
right.
Bob.
No, it's okay.
I got a 2.
What secret are you keeping from this character that you would be devastated if they ever found out?
Should I leave? I don't know if I can handle this.
Oh, man. It's an intense amount of pressure.
It is. I don't know. Bill Haight is her real father.
Oh, shit.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yep.
All right, that's a good one.
Thank you.
Awesome. So that is going to complete our setup episode.
Nice.
And on the next one, we'll dive right into playing our characters in Weed, Deal, and Lead. So for now, we will see you next Tuesday. Tales from the Crypt podcast is recorded in the Wolfbeard Games studio in upstate New York. If you've enjoyed hanging out with us, please subscribe on whichever platform you listen to. If you really like us, also leave us a review. It's very helpful. If you want to follow us more, you can find us on Instagram at Tales from the Crypt podcast. We've enjoyed our time with you today, and we look forward to seeing you next time at Tales from the Crypt.
On the beach with Chuck Norris, and then there was suddenly one set of footprints, and I said, why? He's like, because that's when I carried you. Thank you, Chuck Norris.
God bless you. Okay, I'm having that moment. I lost my vape and I'm freaking out.
Oh, God.
You're rolling a lot.
I think it's like 5 D12s or something. Or...
It should be 4, man, but like I'm just going to say, Bill Haight has to be older than you, because I just rolled, and he was straight up 34.
I mean... It could work.
Yeah, he fucked your mom, and you're like 26.
Well, I don't know that.
So.
I don't know. They just had a relationship. You're assuming a lot, bro.
Yes. So she was dating an 8-year-old boy.
Well, I said I was 15 at the time.
Okay, yes. So
that's 10 years. He would have been 24.
Okay. My mom listens to this podcast.
Oh.
It's all right. My sister goes through and skips parts.
Oh, yeah.
For her. Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
She listens to
You just need to make a
first.
redacted version of it.
Yeah.
Like an edited version.
Maybe that she's really
a dude.
A guy with tattoos.
Well, I mean, guys, it's theater of the mind here. Right?